So in 1920, my grandfather opened up the first MORKES chocolates. He was 100% French, which is where the name MORKES comes from. We think it might have been changed at Ellis Island. He was first generation here. Starting at his age 15, he was a Nabisco cookie salesman. So he would get on the trains and he would sell cookies. And then he did that for years until his 20s. And then when his manager, who was in his 40s, lost his job, my grandfather decided the only security was to have his own business. I heard he had a quick wit about him. He was a good candy maker. So he was a salesman. He had that in him. So I think that extended well into owning the candy store. So then he started on 26th Street in Chicago. And then after the war, that's 26th Street was a popular shopping area. And then in the 60s, there were riots in the streets, and the downtown areas kind of all shut down, and the indoor malls kind of became more popular. So we left the city and we came to Palatine. So we started the business over here, first with caramel apples to service a lot of the schools for fundraising, and then eventually we brought the candy and other bakery goods here too. My grandpa owned it from 20 to 67, so 47 years. My dad and my uncle, he was always here too. So it was my dad and Jimmy Ray, my uncle. But my dad and Jimmy Ray were good friends, so it didn't matter. You know, actually, I've owned the store, the business, longer than my dad's ever owned the business. Because he was with my grandpa, and then he had the business with my uncle, and then my brother had it for 2 years, and then I took over my brother's loans. I started in this little corner here. Yeah, it was not much. It wasn't that big at all. As long as people still have fun and enjoy it, and we still do a good job, we still have quality today, that's what I'm proud of, is the business today. You know, the fact that it's from 1920 is kind of fun, because then we go, hey, 100 years, we're gonna, you know, and then we have those stories to tell. Got great stories. If you get a community that might have individually owned operations, they are typically more committed to the community.
When you have a business icon that's as big as MORKES Chocolates, who's been here for 100 years and has celebrated throughout those times, it's just a pillar of our community.
Usually if people have a business, sometimes they'll settle in that town, they'll know that town, they'll know the mayor like I do, they'll know the chamber, they'll just get involved with it, and adds character and intimacy to it.
And we're very fortunate to have not only a great small business, but a great small business with the history that it has, and continuing to thrive in our community. As changes have gone throughout the years, MORKES continues to stick with the times.
My best gift to me is when someone can really come in and enjoy, really appreciate the fun stuff. I love when people say this is the best chocolate I've ever had, or these are the best donuts I've ever had, or I love giving away your product. Chocolate is fun, it's a positive industry. People don't come in mad usually, they come in happy. So that's nice. So thank you for coming into my store.